Well, I was not able to, what's up everybody? I was not able to stay out there any longer. We got a pretty good cell coming through. It kept thundering. I have not seen any lightning, but I'm in the river and I'm going as fast as I can to get back to the dock at this point. So, a fun morning. I had the bites. They weren't the right bites. I think I ended up with 11 or 12 walleyes to get 3 keepers. 3 sheep's head, one of which was a monster. Yeah, that's it. There's only 2 things I caught. Only 2 species. I caught them on 4 different things. I caught the walleyes well, it's hard to give a depth range because it'll be a big range from 27 to 14. But that's because it was deep and then it was up and like that, so. But I caught it on 4 different things. The glow goby shiver minnow in the 2.5 size that I got from Rick out to Apps Landing in Cleveland, New York on the North Shore of Nida Lake. Please go check them out. Great tackle shop. They have everything you want, especially when it comes to moonshines. Best selection of moonshines in Central New York, by far. Moving on. I caught a few on Homie the Clown this morning on the I-1 blade bait. I caught that one and only fish on the Kitech swim bait as a drop shot rig. And then I also caught 2, a walleye and a sheep's head, 2 sheep's head, on a Strike King Rage Craw, just rigged bare on a jig head. Crawling it across those rocky bottoms. They're eating gobies, so if they're in there rooting around in the rocks, they should be eating crayfish too. So that's why I put that on. So that's my morning. I'm about to get wet and I don't want to get the phone wet, so I'm going to say goodbye. Something fun for you guys tomorrow morning. Make sure you tune in tomorrow and Monday. Something interesting. I'm not going to tell anybody anything. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great weekend. Keep your tip up. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I'm a little bit foggy this morning. I slept in a little bit longer. Courtney and I went to the concert last night. It was awesome. This drift is not going to make me go the direction I want to go. I came back out to my regular spot this morning. And first drift over, I didn't fish. I just put my camera down, my Markham underwater camera. It's silly what you see down there. It's one thing to see it on the screen, on the fish finder screen. It's another thing to see it in real time. And man, was there a pile of fish there. So now I've got to get the boat adjusted, get my drift over the top of them correct, and now we're going to go to work. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome to the 8 o'clock hour. I'm your host, Matt, the Awakening Angler. Thanks for tuning in. Well, it has been an exciting first hour. I've got my blood pumping a little bit. Got a little bit of coffee in me. Just let go my 5th fish, my 5th walleye of the morning. Every one of them is a short. Oy. Oy vey. So, I'm still looking for the right ones. I'm seeing them. I'm assuming they're a little off because of this front. Because I'm seeing enough that in the past days, seeing this many, you were getting them every cast. We're pretty close. But this has been what I've been seeing. That's what I've been seeing nonstop. Those are multiples. And as you can see here, I'm right on the edge. I'm going right down that break line. And it's been nonstop. If you were a troller and could just continuously put baits in front of those fish all the way around this reef, you'd be in high cotton, let me tell you. So, if those 5 bites were the right ones, I'd be limited out in an hour. It's been a couple different things that I've caught them on. Homie caught a couple this morning first thing. The blade bait. Homie, for all of you keeping score at home. That caught, well, I believe that caught 3, this caught 2. I think it was just those 2 that I got bit on. What little breeze we have this morning keeps shifting dramatically. So trying to, once you find those fish like that, now you got to go back and position your boat upwind of them, and so you can drift back over them. And you're constantly watching the GPS screen, and my buddy Scott Tagata put a cursor that comes off the front of my boat, so it gives me a little better visual on where the drift is taking me, and then I can adjust accordingly. If you were on a bow mount trolling motor, you just run right down that edge. Fish your way along. But I'm a drifter. I'm a drifter and a dreamer, baby. All right. I'll talk to you guys at 9. I don't know how much longer I'm going to fish. Probably till about 9. And so we'll do another update. Maybe a couple live actions in between. All right. Thanks. Finally, my first keeper of the day. He taped in at a girthy 15 and 1/100th of an inch. He's going back anyway. So it's only been 15 minutes since I just finished the 8 o'clock update. That's my 4th one since then. All 3 prior to that were shorts, and not even close shorts. They were like 10 inches. That's the first one just now that was keeper size. So that's 7, 8 walleyes to get 1 keeper. First cast on the drop shot swim bait on the top of this little reef, and I'm locked up. I haven't seen what it is yet. Oh, it's a nice eye. It's a nice eye. It's a nice eye. It's a nice eye. Let me show you the winning. That's a Kitech Blue Truce. Sorry, buddy, I'm trying. All right. He's free. He's free. 19 inches. Beauty. And away he goes. So, this is the VMC spin shot hook. It's basically a swivel with a hook in it, and all I do is I nose hook that Kitech. Now I've got this on a drop shot weight that I just tick across the bottom. And the key and the beauty of fishing a swim bait like this is that it really becomes suspending, because when you stop reeling, because of the way the line is and the weight's below the swim bait just sits there. And that fish hit it, followed it all the way back up that ledge, and well, I'll show you. Let's do let's do the whole deal. So, wrong way. That green right there, there's my boat cursor. The green is what I was coming off of. So the green is shallower than the purple, and the purple shallower than the blue. So that little finger coming off this reef is where I just drifted right over the top of. And so I threw that drop shot deep and brought it back up that ridge, and he intercepted it coming up. So, but I'm running my weight. You can't even see it. 4 feet. 4 foot of lead below that. So by the time you figure in the angle of the dangle on your retrieve, that's probably 2.5 to 3 feet off the bottom, going right straight across. And you see those marks there all the time. And the farther those walleye marks or smallmouth marks are off the bottom, the more aggressive those fish are. The tighter they are at the bottom, it's usually the more negative. They go down there to sulk and sit there and wait for things to happen. Those fish that are higher in the column are more active, more aggressive, 99% of the time. So I'm going to go back. That was my first cast with it. Success. I have not seen what I have on yet. I'm going to assume it's a sheepy, but I do not know that. Oh, it's a big sheepy. I'm going to show them to you and then let them go. Look at the size of that Billy Ba Ba Ba. And he took that shiver minnow right in the lip. Another sheepy. They're fun. They are tons of fun. Just not what you're looking for. Now this one, so I'm on one of his same pieces of structure, but it's flat, so I want to go shallow. Whether it's wall, oh, he come off. Good. I don't have to mess with him. Oh, that's why he come off. Look at what he did. He broke me off. Good thing that wasn't a giant walleye. So I'm on this one piece of structure. It's flat calm now, so I want to go up shallow. Again, whether I'm trying to get a smallmouth or a walleye to bite, and it's crayfish time. It's always crayfish time. But I put that little Strike King Rage Craw, green pumpkin pepper, just on a single jig head, and I'm just popping it short, like a regular crayfish would go scoot like that. And that, when that sheep's head bit it, it was just after I'd lifted it off the bottom and it was starting to flutter, and it was that distinct like that. So when I set the hook, it could have been a walleye, could have been a smallmouth, could have been a sheep's head. But that jig bite is fun. Doesn't matter what it is. That jig bite is fun. Boom, just like that. Crack. That was in 12 foot of water on top of this hump, and everything around it's 30. So they're going they're swimming around in a circle around the top of this hump, and it's just a matter of what you think you can get them to eat. All right, everybody, welcome to 9 o'clock. I've had a fun hour since the last update. You guys have seen a few fish, a couple big sheep's head. That one that one great walleye on the drop shot swim bait. Sounds like I got thunder back to the west, which is the way I got to go. And it looks like it's getting dark back there, so I may call it a morning a little early. I'll see if I come back and do one last update. You'll obviously know it, but I think I'm going to head back that way. So thank you for joining me. Have a great weekend. Something special for you tomorrow morning, so make sure you tune in. Thanks everybody for showing up every day. It means a lot to me. If you like what I do here every day, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it, tell your friends about it. So, all right, I gotta go. Thank you. Keep your tip up.